and Madam. We're going to request that Advocate 𝐼𝐶𝐭, you place yourself on record before we begin.
May it please you, Chair, my name is 𝐬𝐮𝐻𝐫𝐿𝐻𝐿. I appear with my learned friend, Ms. 𝐻𝐻𝐫𝐻𝐿𝐻, for General Booysen.
Who is the instructing attorney?
𝐼𝐶𝐭 is the instructing attorney.
Miss Kun. I have seen some communication from her. Is that the lady?
That is correct. That is correct.
Yes, thank you. Advocate Mohlamonyane, are you ready to begin with your witness? Perhaps before you do, let me just find out from Advocate 𝐼𝐶𝐭 what I would like to sit for a while before we excuse you. A witness who is supposed to testify is Advocate 𝐟𝐨𝐫𝐿𝐻. She has filed a statement. I'm not sure whether you have had an opportunity to get a copy of that statement or all other statements that were filed of record over the weekend. You may wish to have access to those statements. If not, Madam Kun can make arrangement with the Secretary to have the link. You will be in a position to obtain all such statements that are filed of record. Would you like to wait until we excuse you? Let us hear whether the witness is ready. If not, make a determination as to when we are going to continue.
Good morning, Madam Chair. Good morning, members of the panel. Madam Chair, I've got not so good news for the panel. The long and short of it is that I do not have a witness ready to testify. We have been told just after we left the chamber on our way to the Secretariat's office that Advocate 𝐟𝐴𝐵𝐿𝐻 has indicated that she is not happy with the statement and she would like more time to work on the statement. And for those reasons, Madam Chair, she is not ready to testify. And I've been requested by the NPA to ask for an adjournment in order for them to sort out the statement. I'm advised that Advocate 𝐼𝐶𝐭 is, as we speak, on her way to Cape Town to meet up with Advocate 𝐟𝐴𝐵𝐿𝐻 in order to understand what her concerns are and in order to address them. What I can assure the panel is the statement, I prepared the statement as directed, and it was sent to the NPA team together with Advocate 𝐟𝐴𝐵𝐿𝐻 as far as early as around 7 o'clock in the morning on Thursday for their comments and inputs. I received Advocate 𝐟𝐴𝐵𝐿𝐻's comments, I think on Saturday or Sunday, which I then incorporated into a statement and sent it back to her. Never received, between Sunday and today, never received any concerns whatsoever from any party that there were issues with the statement. And I believe but under the impression that she is happy with the statement because she signed it. It is only now in this morning that I was told for the first time, not directly but through Advocate 𝐼𝐶𝐭, that Advocate 𝐟𝐴𝐵𝐿𝐻 is not happy with the statement and she would like more time. And in the circumstances, Madam Chair, I do not have a witness for reasons beyond my control, and I cannot even tell the panel as yet as to when will Advocate 𝐟𝐴𝐵𝐿𝐻 be available because Advocate 𝐼𝐶𝐭 is on the way to Cape Town. I don't know how long it will take for them to finalize the statement, and when will Advocate 𝐟𝐴𝐵𝐿𝐻 be available, Madam Chair. That's the predicament that I find myself in. But so from my part and the part of my colleagues, we did everything that we could, although belatedly so, to make sure that at least we make progress today. And unfortunately, that's where we find ourselves, Madam Chair.
And when did Advocate 𝐬𝐻𝐫𝐞𝐿 leave for Cape Town?
Just after, I think just before 10 o'clock, in fact. No, just after we left the chamber. She told me just she had to go home and get her stuff because I think her flight will be at 12 o'clock this afternoon to Cape Town.
Anybody from the state attorney here?
No one, because I had asked her to say, couldn't she stay at least to come and address the panel on that? And she told me that given the time for which she has to make her flight, she won't be able to be here, and then that I must just ask for the panel to stand the matter down. And I asked her, how long will you guys need to finalize the statement? And that's the answer that I don't have. I can't tell the panel whether this afternoon, it's unlikely today, it's unlikely tomorrow, I'm not sure, Madam Chair. If it were up to me, I would say I would remove Advocate Riley from the list because it looks like we can only call witnesses who want to go testify, but it looks like the NPA regards her as an important witness, and that's the difficulty that I find myself in.
This statement is signed by Advocate Riley. There is, however, no indication when she signed it. If you look at 𝐻𝐸𝐫𝐿, there appears to be her signature there.
That is correct, Madam Chair.
When did she sign this statement?
I think I got the signed version on Sunday. And then Sunday or Monday, I can't remember. And then that's when I asked her to have it properly commissioned. And then we struggled with the commissioning because she did not have the facilities to scan, etc. But it was signed on Sunday, although it's not dated.
Why was it not filed on Thursday as was directed and as you undertook?
Madam Chair, as the reasons for that are, as I indicated, I was able to finalize the statement completely on Thursday morning, and sent it to them on Thursday morning with the view. And in fact, I stated in my email that I should receive everyone's comments by no later than 2 o'clock that afternoon, so that I'm at least able to file an unsigned version in an attempt to comply with the timelines. But I had not received the comments. I only received the comments on Saturday. And I could not, until I get a green light from both the NPA team as well as Advocate Riley that they are happy with the statement, proceed to file it. So hence we were able to file an unsigned statement when the moment I received the green light that she's happy with the statement, that's when we were able to send it through to the Secretariat. But I did everything I could, Madam Chair, to comply, but it's beyond my control as to when I receive the comments back, because it's not my statement, it's their statement. They have to be happy with the statement. And to the extent that I could not comply, Madam Chair, I can only profusely apologize. I did everything within my power.
You suggest that she should probably be removed from the list of witnesses?
If it were up to me, Madam Chair, I would. But unfortunately, it looks like the NPA regards it. I do not want to be blamed for saying I did not call necessary witnesses.
Let me finish what I'm trying to say to you. Before you even consider that, because we have a statement in front of us, you should perhaps wait to hear from Advocate 𝐬𝐻𝐫𝐞𝐿. As soon as she arrives in Cape Town, she will then communicate with you. Then we will know by end of business as to whether Advocate Riley will be available to testify or not. If she's available to testify perhaps tomorrow, she can do so virtually. By end of business, we should know what the position is. Yes, thank you. As regards the other witnesses, Advocate Mohlamonyane, is he available to start? Is he far? Is he here? Is he willing to testify virtually?
May I get in with your permission, Madam Chair? I will talk to Advocate Mohlamonyane to find out whether he may be available to testify tomorrow virtually or even on Friday. We had not contemplated that the position will be as it is, because yesterday I spoke to my colleague Advocate Mohlamonyane, and he said to me Advocate 𝐟𝐨𝐫𝐞 would be flying up and will be available today. So I was confident that she will be here. But seeing that she has raised whatever she has raised and she's not here, I take it upon myself to communicate with Advocate Mohlamonyane and find out whether he cannot testify tomorrow or even on Friday, depending on his availability.
On the list of witnesses, I beg your pardon. On the list of witnesses, we also have General Mkhwanazi. What is the position with regard to this witness?
With regard to General Mkhwanazi, I indicated last week that I still need to sit with him to finalize his statement. A draft is there, but I still need to sit with him to finalize his statement.
And Colonel Rolifson? Yes.
I spoke to Advocate Mayet on Colonel Rolifson. Apparently, Colonel Rolifson will no longer be called, but she can confirm that.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, with regard to Colonel Rolifson and Advocate van Zyl, both witnesses are retired. So with regard to Advocate van Zyl, he has technological challenges. His statement was sent to him. He made handwritten changes, which was sent through last night, and we are working on that. With regard to Colonel Rolifson, he has been not responding to my attempts to contact him. I asked the NPA for assistance, and I was told this morning that they will try their level best. He is allegedly in another matter at the moment, but they will try to make contact with him.
Advocate Mohlamonyane, will we know at least by lunchtime whether Advocate Mohlamonyane will be available to commence with his testimony tomorrow?
As soon as we adjourn here, Madam Chair, I will try and make contact with him, and I'll revert.
It appears to us that none of these witnesses will be ready to testify today, meaning that the matter should be stood down until tomorrow. By tomorrow, we should know whether Advocate 𝐟𝐴𝐫𝐿𝐈 will be ready to start. Rather, this afternoon, give us an indication. And if you can also indicate whether any of the witnesses will be able to take a stand tomorrow so that we can proceed.
We'll do so, Madam Chair.
So by, say, 1 o'clock or before lunchtime, you should give us an indication
Madam
of
Chair,
what the position is regarding these witnesses.
I think that will be on the Advocate Mohlamonyane, because Advocate 𝐼𝐴𝐵𝐿𝐈 indicated that she'll only arrive in Cape Town this afternoon after 3. So I might be able to, we'll get Mr. 𝐼𝐴𝐵𝐿𝐈 to write the letter as soon as we get an indication and send it through to the Secretariat, who will then advise the panel on their position. because it's only when she arrives in Cape Town and meets up with Advocate Riley that she will get an indication as to to the extent to which she's not happy with the statement and how long it will take for them to correct that. And then we'll advise the panel before close of business today on Advocate Riley, Madam Chair.
Of the bundle of documents that were filed yesterday, is Advocate Mlotshwa's draft statement in the bundles that were filed, apart from Advocate Riley's statement?
What I'm aware of, it was sent through to the Secretariat. I'm not sure whether it was uploaded on the SharePoint portal.
Our researcher tells me that Advocate Mlotshwa's statement was filed at the instance of Advocate 𝐬𝐻𝐿𝐫𝐞𝐿. You will then have to verify with Advocate Mlotshwa, Advocate Mohlamonyane, whether he is willing to testify tomorrow. We can go through the statement today, and if he is available, he can testify tomorrow if he's around Pretoria. If not, he can testify virtually so that we can make progress.
Yes, Madam Chair, I'll do that. I'll talk to him.
When will we know?
Depending on whether I will be able to find him, as soon as I find him, I will let you know what his reaction is. As soon as we adjourn here, I'll pick up a phone and call him.
Let us know by 11 o'clock whether Advocate Mlotshwa is available or not.
Yes, Madam Chair, I'll do that.
Advocate Mohlamonyane, is it correct that Advocate Riley is still an employee of the NPA?
That is correct, Madam Rama.
Thank you.
Do you have anything to say, Advocate David, before we give a direction about the state of affairs?
No, Madam Chair. If the situation is as it is, there's nothing we can do as the counsel for Mr. 𝐬𝐴. We would simply request that there should be clarity about the purpose of the adjournment tomorrow. In other words, what is expected when we convene tomorrow morning. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Yes, thank you. Advocate 𝐟𝐨𝐫𝐞𝐿?
No, nothing from us, Chair. We'll submit the general statement in a week's time and then take further directions from you.
Yes, thank you. A week's time, should we?
Next Wednesday.
Next week, Wednesday.
Yeah.
I must mention, Advocate 𝐟𝐨𝐫𝐿, that As you would probably know, time is not on our side. We have up to end of June to submit the report to the President. We had anticipated that the evidence leaders would have finished with their witnesses, at least by now, but you may be aware of the developments of December that requires no elaboration at this point in time. We hope that by end of April, we should have come to an end of listening to evidence so that we can afford parties to file submissions. Then we start working and finalizing the report. As you would know, we have bundles and bundles of documents that we have to go through. And that is going to require time. We would appreciate if we can have that statement of Advocate Major General Booysen as soon as it is ready, hopefully by mid next week as you undertake. And we will discuss further matters as soon as that statement is ready.
Indeed, Chair.
That said, it appears to us that this matter can only be stood down until tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. And please, Advocate Mohlamonyane, let us know when the witness would have indicated about her availability. And Advocate Mohlamonyane let us know by 11 o'clock what the position is with regard to Advocate Mlotshwa. Other witnesses whose statements are still outstanding, Colonel Roelofse and Advocate Van Zyl, also give an indication by tomorrow, at least by tomorrow, so that we know when these witnesses will be testifying, then we can set time aside for the further witnesses who may take longer. For instance, Major General Booysen, apparently his statement is long and we may need more time with him. Please finalize the statements, all of you. Yes, thank you. We will stand this matter down until tomorrow morning, Thursday, the 9th of April at 9 o'clock.
As you please.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you.